There we go.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of NC-17. I'm Josh, this is Lisa. And today we're just gonna talk horror today.
Yeah,
just
kind of our thing.
yeah. uh I do want to say tarot.
Tarot, yeah, we need to talk about tarot.
Yeah. I like to remember everything, but I really don't remember nothing.
I don't. No, I remember the part with the magician because that was like the closest it got to being scary for me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It just really wasn't that good.
No, it was not.
Yeah. And then yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and rate it a 2.
That's where I put it at too, yeah. A 2.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Nah. It's a good thing I didn't. Well, you paid to go see it, right?
I made my dad pay.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, we saw it at the drive-in. Well, I kind of watched it at the drive-in, but it just wasn't no good.
It wasn't good, no.
Yeah.
I feel like if maybe they'd come up with a way to like have the cards be like anytime the one dude who got the magician saw like anything even resembling magic or a magician, maybe then he'd just be like scared on the edge of his seat. It could have been more of a suspense.
Oh yeah.
That's like my one edit thing I think they could have done better.
Yeah. You ever see that movie Wish Upon?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Kind of reminded me of that.
Yeah, you're right.
It's wasn't terrible.
No, it was not, but
it wasn't good though.
Not good, no. Okay, yeah, Wish Upon is coming back to me. Yeah, that one did mess me up a little bit, but tarot did not did not do the trick.
Oh yeah.
It's funny though, because like I believe in tarot and like I do tarot and stuff. So like as a person who believes in it, you'd think that movie would have really resonated with me, and maybe had it been better written, it would have. But like then Escape Room, which I'll never stop talking about. I don't do escape rooms, but I freaking love that film because of how it was handled.
Oh yeah. I know that when it comes to horror, I think everyone knows how I am with my horror. It's kind of like the more gore, the better for me.
Yeah.
You know, that lacked in tarot.
Yeah, it really did.
Like
there was like the one part with the train. I was just like, yes, there's some blood, but then it's like that's it.
Yeah, that's very true. Let's see what else. We were going to talk about Evil Dead one episode, but I think that still deserves its own episode.
That its own episode.
Yeah, but I will say that we talk about horror movies and stuff like that, and we've did 2 episodes where we talked about like real life horror stuff and everything like that. I'd like to do a little bit of both of those maybe this episode. Yeah. You know, because I had a friend who told me one of his stories, whether it's true or not. I mean, I don't know, but he said that. So when he was 15, they lived in the boonies, like way out there.
Okay, way out.
Like their nearest neighbor was 6 miles away.
Oof.
You know, and he said that he was walking in his cornfield one day and he just started hearing a bunch of things that sounded more like growling and stuff like that. And he was thinking it was a dog or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he swears he saw something that stood up on back paws that was about 6 or 7 feet. I'm like, and then he started going on about, wolfmen and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's legends about stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely.
But
I mean, there are like a million stories out there, but the whole thing is just our subconscious all thinking, like, making sense of something random we saw, or like, what is it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But when he was telling me that, I was thinking, like, the dog man, stuff like that, because there's stories of people seeing dog men and stuff like that. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, was his mind playing tricks on him, or was he really seeing this?
It could have been, yeah.
But I don't know. The way he was telling it though, like he said he couldn't sleep for almost 2 days straight.
Oof.
So I was like,
so definitely thought he saw something.
Yeah.
Possibly did. I don't know. I'm not a skeptic. We know this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've been listening obsessively to the podcast Tales from the Break Room, which is like a bunch of stories of creepy shit people went through, and I'm like, I'd like to have explanations for these things, but there just are none, and it drives me mad.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, there's a lot of things out there that can be explained, and there's a lot of stuff that can't be explained. And like let's talk that movie Tarot again. Like, you're a believer. There's a lot of people out there who believe in that stuff, and the thing is they're not wrong, but on the same hand, there's a lot of people who are playing fake, who say they believe in it and they don't.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm gonna stay true to who I am, and like, I'm a big believer. If I can see it, then I can believe it. You know, and there's a lot of people out there who they'll tell a story just so they can get out there.
Yeah.
And get recognition for something that they had nothing to do with, and that's not cool. That's not cool. Have you ever seen a movie called A Serbian Film?
I'm terrified to watch that, honestly.
Well, I've seen it once. I can't sit through them. Well, okay, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen it twice. But the one of them was the unrated version, which
okay.
That was the second time that movie is a messed up movie.
That's what everyone says.
Yeah, and I actually found it for sale, and I picked it up for someone else because I have my own copy somewhere around here, but it's buried deep. So, but the thing, there's people out there who do that stuff, and I'm like, you can't really make that kind of stuff and not feel affected by it,
mm-hmm.
And I'm like, it's just crazy, but it's an NC-17 is banned it's still banned in some countries, but the only way they can actually have it here in the United States is the unrated or NC-17 version. There's no R-rated. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, but you have any stories about stuff that happened?
No, I was in New Jersey once, and I was like, hey, can we go look for the Jersey Devil? And that was the whole thing. But we didn't get to do that, sadly.
Yeah. I know that you got your diehard like horror fans, and they all want to say their favorite thing is this, their favorite thing is that. Ultimately, it all boils down to one thing: what scares you. And my wife, who's sitting right over there, she's scared of everything.
Yeah. I like watching stuff with you because you scare me in the middle of being scared. Not helpful.
I mean, it helps me. But I can honestly say, like, I'm not really afraid of anything. Nothing really scares me.
Yeah.
But there's things that make me think.
Yeah, I like the movies that make me like uncomfortable. Like, I don't get scared by them, but it's like, that's icky, and that makes me.
Oh yeah. Did you watch that one I loaned you? What is it called? The
so many movies.
Wolf Hunting. I forget the name of it. Dang it.
I think it's called Wolf Hunting. Yeah, no, that's still sitting on my dresser. It's like my next movie to watch, but it's just, work's been crazy. I know I work retail, but it's been crazy. 6-hour shifts, 7-hour shifts.
Yeah, it gets crazy.
Yeah. Because then I have my day. I schedule my day around that, and usually movie time is not there.
Oh yeah. It's called Project Wolf Hunting.
Project Wolf, yep.
Yeah.
Actually, no, but tonight's going to be a movie night for me because I don't have to work till noon tomorrow. So, yeah, I'm going to try and get that in tonight.
Oh, yeah. It's a good movie. It's a graphic movie a little bit.
Yeah.
But it is good.
I can't wait.
Did you watch Midsummer yet?
No, I'm going to make like a whole day of that. Like, it's going to be like my entire day is going to be surrounded around watching that freaking movie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Because there's a lot of stuff that goes on in that movie that if you don't pay attention to everything, it kind of, I mean, you get the gist of, but there's just stuff in that movie that's kind of messed up.
I'm going to give my dog one of her CBD gummies so she does not bother me, go to my bedroom with some popcorn, and just watch the movie.
Oh, yeah. There's one scene specifically that is very disturbing. But movies like that, you can't really not get that. I mean, it comes with everything. But let's talk about I want to break them up. Let's talk about the Halloween series for a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
Like Michael Myers is obviously my favorite. I have like 17 different shirts. But you've seen them all or no?
Yeah.
What would you say is your favorite one?
I always just love the second movies and series.
Oh yeah, second one was good. That one takes place in a hospital.
That's probably why it freaked me out so much, honestly.
Yeah, it's what's
Love
funny
it.
about that series though. It's like that's a series you can remake over and over. Rob Zombie remade it.
Mm,
Blumhouse remade it. But at the end of the day, it's like it stands the test of time. The original two,
hmm
and then as you go, kind of just they fall in order, I guess. But no one liked that last trilogy. Like everyone was like 2018 was good, but then Kills and Ends just fell
Yeah.
short.
I liked Ends.
Yeah. Let's see. I like Ends because it kind of changed it.
Yeah, that was my takeaway too, honestly. Because it didn't just feel like, oh, it's just another horror movie. No, it felt like its own thing.
Yeah. And it's funny, a lot of people didn't like that movie out of all three of them because of that.
Well, they're just wrong. I'm kidding.
Yeah. What's funny though is like that movie could have been a standalone movie.
Yeah.
Had you not even had Michael Myers in it, it could have just been its own thing.
Yeah. I went with someone who like didn't know this series at all and who still enjoyed it, so that was nice.
Oh yeah. But it's I will say that part 1 and 2 were good. They probably stand as some of the best. I'm kind of partial to part 4. I do like part 4. But Rob Zombies, I think Rob Zombie kind of nailed it with the story wise.
Yeah.
And the graphicness.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that it fell a little bit short of the original just for the simple fact because I think they gave us too much story.
Yeah, I had that same note. Like, it's like, come on, I'm here to see a horror movie. You don't have to, like, add all this other random whatever. But, I mean, it's Rob Zombie, so you can't really complain.
That's true. Rob Zombie's best movie, my opinion, is probably a tie between Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, those two movies, they were good.
They are scary.
Yeah, but yeah, nah. So how's everything else going? Like, because you said you've been crazy with work and everything.
Yeah, no, it's just my feet are just sore all the time these days. Like, I don't know. Trying to still get to the gym and whatnot, but yeah, no, it's good. I get money for work, so that's what I keep reminding myself anytime I'm having a bad day. I'm like, you're getting paid for this, Lisa.
Yeah.
I was in the same aisle almost all of my shift yesterday because there was this huge thing of Cricut stuff that needed to be put away.
Oh.
Yeah. And I just keep flashing back to American Horror Story when she was like in hell, but it was working retail. I'm like, yep.
Hey, Kenneth, how you doing?
Yeah.
How you doing, Kenneth? Thanks for joining us. Any questions or anything, let us know. We you know what? Yeah. I mean, like, American Horror Story. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, please. I love that show.
So, what was your favorite season?
As a tie between 1984 and Asylum.
1984 was really good. Asylum was good.
Again, people trapped somewhere. It's my thing that I love.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I actually didn't get into American Horror Story until the third season.
Okay.
I
was watching from season 1.
Oh yeah. My wife was like, "Hey, this episode has zombies." I was like, "I'm hooked." Yeah, but I would say my favorite after watching them all back to back, my favorite was probably Roanoke.
I really like Roanoke, yeah.
And the reason I liked Roanoke is because not only was it like a satisfying story, but it was actually 2 stories in one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm like actively watching that right now, and yeah, it's like really, I appreciate the storytelling involved in it.
Oh yeah, and Hotel was good.
Hotel was dark. It's really dark.
Well, Hotel was more along the lines of we wanted to show just how much Lady Gaga can act.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but it was good. Murder House season 1.
Always classic. Yep.
That was good, and I do like the twist about Well, if you ain't seen
The
it,
twist.
yeah.
How long ago did it come out? I feel like we can say what the twist was.
Yeah. Well, when the daughter found herself,
When she finds out she's actually dead, yeah.
I was like, that threw me for a loop there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then
I like when they put in the twist. Like then the twist at the end of Asylum too.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie though, my favorite part of Asylum was when they killed Adam Levine at the beginning.
Yeah.
I was like,
oddly satisfying.
yeah. And then Coven was good.
I liked Coven.
I would say
I got really dark in Coven though.
Yes. I would say my least favorite though was probably the political one.
I watched that with my parents like during COVID, so it really hit home
Oh,
at the time. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of COVID, it's they did a lot of movies during COVID time that kind of resonated with everybody because that's when you had Unfriended come out and stuff like that. But when you can take everyday events and then put them into entertainment, I mean that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And there was one called Sick. I believe it was called Sick.
There's a movie called Sick.
And it's these two girls go to this cabin or something like that.
Yep, I remember.
That was a good one and
that one.
took place during COVID. Well, supposedly took place in COVID. I was like, that's pretty messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what would be your favorite stalker movie?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, you go first. What's yours?
See, a lot of people's gonna be like Black Christmas. I mean, that was classic, original.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go When a Stranger Calls. Yeah, that was good, and
that's a really good one.
That one, or see, I can't say Halloween is stalker because everyone knows Michael Myers is going.
Yeah.
So like those are the cliches. It's Michael Myers, Jason, or Freddy. But no, I'm gonna say When a Stranger Calls. So.
Did you know that was actually like intended to be a short, and then the person who was writing it was like, actually, it's gonna be a full length movie. I'm like, okay, cool, we get more movie.
Oh yeah.
I spend way too much time on IMDb.
Oh, that's fine. Well, I mean, I'm gonna plug it again, but that's how that movie Flesh was. It was supposed to be a short, and then they were like, yeah, we're just gonna make it a full length movie. Yeah, which I think we bring that up in your book every episode, but
I mean,
it's our go-to material. No.
Yeah.
But no, it's movies like that, I mean, Black Christmas I can never say is not good. It's always good. The original, the third, all right, so they remade it in 2000 or 2001, and then they remade it again in 2017 or some crap like that. The last remake really wasn't that good. Yeah. But I don't know. I think remakes, if you're gonna remake it, make sure you're remaking it good.
Yeah, like the Krampus movie that came out a couple years ago that was like also a horror comedy. I'm like, because Krampus has been done so many times, but they did a good job. I liked it.
Oh yeah.
I was the nerd who saw it on opening night. Made it a point.
I saw it opening night too.
Oh, we were both the nerds.
Yeah, I will say though, like the ending of that movie when they were in the crystal ball, I was like, that's so messed up.
That messed with me. And then unintentional jump scare at the end. I'm like, really?
Oh yeah.
Like you had me sold with the whole they're in a crystal ball. You didn't have to do the jump scare too.
Oh yeah. But I mean, now that we're talking about Krampus, there's a lot of good horror Christmas movies.
This is true. I have a collection.
Silent. You can't.
All the Silent Night, Deadly Night ones.
But yeah, the guy who played the Santa Claus in Part 2, Eric Freeman, personal friend. I actually know him.
Nice.
Yeah. Hopefully one day we'll get him on the show. Never know. But Silent Night, Deadly Night were good. Part 1 and 2. 3 and 4 were okay. But when I think of like Christmas horror movies, I think Christmas Evil. I think can't really say Gremlins because that made me laugh.
Yeah, that does.
But Christmas Evil, I mean, there's another one that came out not too long ago called Better Watch Out.
Yep, I saw that one.
That was a good one.
All these movies are like on Shudder. I'm just like, add to watch list, add to watch list.
Oh yeah, yeah. But there's other holiday themed movies too. My Bloody Valentine.
Mm-hmm.
That was the original. Was classic. Did you see the remake?
I've seen them both. Yeah.
So the remake was way, way bloodier, way more gorier, which I liked.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, I don't know. Like Thanksgiving came out. That was a good one. Yeah. What are
I just love centering, and the fact that it's not always Halloween that they center the horror movies around, like that's the important thing. Like, I want to see a Martin Luther King Day horror movie. I'm kidding.
Hey, they got Founders Day.
True.
Yeah, but that would be interesting.
St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Horror movie. I don't know. Thinking about the obscure holidays. These people like are aware happen, but like no big celebrations.
Oh yeah. I mean, if they ever say, "Hey, here comes Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or something like that," and no disrespect, but like if they do horror movies on those, it's Christmas and other things, but it's not technically Christmas because they celebrate something different.
Right.
So instead of 7 days of presents, they get 7 days of terror.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that
could be something. That'd be fun.
Yeah. I don't know though. Like, but then they got the subgenres of holiday movies. Like Night of the Demons takes place on Halloween at a Halloween party.
This is true.
That's an
amazing movie.
Yes. That's actually one of my favorites. I don't know.
It's up there for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell by your Night of the Demons poster over there.
Oh yeah. American Horror Story. Where would you rank that as like a 1 must see or 10 if you get a time?
Well, my thing is it's like really a commitment because there's how many seasons at this point?
I think there's like 10 or 11.
Yeah, there's like 11 right now. I mean,
yeah.
If you find yourself with nothing to watch, although let's be honest, in these days there's always something to watch. But if you want to just sit down and have a good binge, like it's a good one. Like I'll watch like 2 episodes at a time because it always like ends on a cliffhanger. And it's like the next episode's right there.
Oh yeah.
I did not like having to watch week to week when I did do that because I'm like I need to know what happens next.
Yeah.
So I just wait until it all comes out.
Yeah, I know. I'm not like that. I can't stand watching. It's got to be binged.
Yeah.
Like I binged the first 3 seasons. Well, the first 2.5 seasons in one go of American Horror Story.
Mm-hmm.
But like Stranger Things, I watched the entire season in one go. Yeah. That's because I have no life, but whatever.
Yeah, with AHS, it was like my parents were watching it, and then there was like 5 episodes out of the first season, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna watch all these at once. And then it's like they ended, and I'm like, don't do this to me. I need to know what happens.
Oh yeah. That kills me though. It's like you have every episode end on a cliffhanger, and then when you bring up the entire end of the season, sometimes they leave you on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I'm like, I get it. You want to keep them enthralled and keep them coming back, but at the same time, give us a happy. Well, not even a happy. Just give us a good ending.
Yeah, give us something.
Yeah. What would you say? Because I have a Hall of Fame, then I have a 1 through 10.
Mm-hmm.
What would say would be some of your Hall of Fame movies?
Hall of Fame movies. Obviously the Friday the 13th films, classic. Love those. I've Dead and Breakfast. We know I love that one.
Dead and Breakfast.
Yeah, that's sitting on my dresser still. I'm like, I want to rewatch.
Yeah, it's right over there too.
Yeah, I saw it earlier.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, that's out of print too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not.
I think I got it for resale at a resale shop, honestly.
Oh yeah, I got mine at a yard sale for 50 cents.
Yeah, mine was like $3 at Half Price Books.
Oh yeah. Was it Half Price Books here in Michigan?
No, it was in Indiana.
Oh, I was going. I need to go.
What else? If If we're adding comedies, Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead.
Can't
Yeah.
not mention that because, Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, just classic team.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Anytime they team up, it's always a good thing.
It's always so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like two of my top notch, like top notch.
Oh yeah. What's funny is when I went to see that movie at the theater, I went on a whim. I didn't even know all I saw was Shaun of the Dead, and I was like, let me go see it. Never watched no trailers, no nothing. Went in there, I was like, that was a fantastic movie.
It's so good. The foreshadowing that the morning before the zombies happen, when he like just walking around just doing his day, and then it's like the next day, a little bit of a different vibe.
Oh yeah,
I love that.
Like some of the lines in that movie made that movie just identifiable. Where you can identify with some of that. Like if I see a dude walking down there, like shambling, and his arm is off, I'm like, he's missing an arm. But the way they say he's got an arm off, I'm like, oh, here we go. But that was a good movie.
Yeah. No.
And that's in your Hall of Fame. That's good.
Well, like I'll just say you've got red on you if I see someone wearing red.
Oh yeah. Or if I'm like arguing with somebody, oi, prick. Yeah. But it's see, that movie you can constitute as horror because it does have blood and gore.
It does indeed, and it is kind of scary when you get down to it because it's zombies.
Yeah, but you can also classify that as comedy.
It's a riot.
Yeah. Did you know that Simon Pegg and the guy who directed that one were also in Land of the Dead?
No, I did not.
Did you see Land of the Dead?
Yeah, I've seen Land of the Dead.
So when they were walking through, and like everyone was partying and having a carnival and stuff like that, and you saw that one quick part where you could take pictures of the trained up zombies. That was them.
Okay.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, Simon Pegg was wearing the same shirt he wore in Shaun of the Dead.
Okay, that's amazing. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, zombies obviously hold a very special place in both of our hearts.
Yeah, a little bit.
What's your worst, like the worst zombie movie you've ever seen?
It was, I don't even know what it's called. It was like set in Haiti, and it was just like more about the concept of zombies than they're actually being zombies. It was more about voodoo than zombies, but it was like put off as a zombie movie. I got like a set of 10 movies for $5. I knew they were all gonna be crap. It was bad.
Yeah. So you give it a 0?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember anything about it. I watched it one time and then never again. I think I threw away the disc, honestly.
I would say mine was Zombies.
I heard that's bad.
It was like, everyone knows me. If I start a movie, I gotta finish it. This is one of those times where I didn't finish it. Like, in the movie, the humans saw them as zombies, but the zombies saw themselves as humans. And I'm like, this is so stupid.
That's not good.
Like, if I had to rate it, it would be a 0.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, there's a lot we can cover.
One thing I will say is the movie Deliver Us from Evil, I think it was.
Yeah.
Like, I was watching that, and I just felt bad for the possessed lady. I did not, like, get scared at all. I just felt bad for her. I was like, I need to stop watching this. I feel bad for this poor old woman.
Oh, yeah.
I turned it off for that reason, not because of anything else. Like, I was crying. I was literally crying because I felt so bad for her. My dad's like, do you want to turn this off? It was, like, way in the beginning of my love of horror. Dad's like, do you want to turn this off? You're not enjoying this. And I think we had rented that and Shaun of the Dead, and it was the first time I saw Shaun of the Dead. I'm like, this movie, yes, I like this one.
Oh, yeah. You ever see Drag Me to Hell?
That's the one I was thinking of, Drag Me to Hell.
Yeah. That's, where the old lady...
I was stuck on the letter D.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you get it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's also a movie called Deliver Us from Evil.
Right, that was...
Yeah, but, no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I felt bad for her, too, but she did get her comeuppance and her revenge. Did you finally finish watching
No,
it?
I did not.
Okay.
Someday I will, but again.
Yeah. Here's a movie that I don't see a lot of people talking about, and you just brought it up earlier. Let's talk about Barbarian.
Let's do it.
So it stars Justin Long.
Justin Long, yeah.
Who, and if there's a Scream King out there, it's probably Justin Long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, this dude can, and he don't seem to age.
Yeah, no, he does not, does he?
No. Him and
he's a Mac, so he's not gonna age.
That movie was good though.
So good.
Like it also had Skarsgård from
Mm-hmm.
who played Pennywise.
Yep.
Sorry, long day, but yeah, he played Pennywise.
Yeah.
So story is this girl, she rents a B&B, and it's already rented out.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy that rented it out turns out being Skarsgård. And then they find that there's another room in the basement. Well, they find a door. And like any, curious person, they go through the door. At least one of them does.
Mm-hmm.
But it was good. And it actually had a story within a story. But actually, no, it had a story within a story within a story.
Yeah, it was multi-layered.
Yeah. But here's the question I have for you. Who was the villain of the movie?
I really don't know. Yeah, my dad and I, we watched it, and then, he had to go, and I called him, like, Dad, we need to freaking talk about this film. Who was the bad guy? Who should I have been rooting for? Who was good, who was bad? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to go on a limb.
Can I say the villain was the cop who didn't listen to the lady who was like, there's someone happening?
You can do that. I mean, that could be constituted. But I think the true villain of the whole movie was Justin Long.
I kind of think so, too.
Yeah. But I think the cop was a prick, too.
He was not great. But yeah, no, I mean, even though Justin Long was, the main character or whatever, and you didn't want him to die, you totally wanted him to die.
Yes. And especially after what he did at the end when they ran a water tower. I'm like,
messed up.
Yeah. But let's talk Skarsgård. Okay, we're going to give some spoilers here. Sorry. Why would you come running toward the door and then say, well, you got to get out the other way?
Yeah.
I'm like, if you're running from something back there, why are you going to... That made no sense to me. But, I think that was just all filler because he wound up dying 30 seconds later. That, and then I always laugh because I saw the movie multiple times. I always laugh when the homeless guy was like, she don't never come over here.
Yeah. He was so certain of that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so we know what's about to happen now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But the reason I say Justin Long was the villain in that movie is because, one, he was in trouble with what he did before going to the house. And then going to the house, he finds the lady and he's like, no, you got to get out of here. This is my house, blah, blah, blah. Then everything that just happened after that. Yeah. So. Yeah,
he's established as just an all-around bad person. He's like, oh, I'm such a good person, though. It's not, you freaking aren't, dude.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a good movie.
That is the narrative that you tell yourself.
Exactly. And we're talking about a writer right here. So. What would you rate it, though?
You know what? I'm going to do something that, again, it's not common for me. In 10 out of 10, it really freaked me out.
10 out of 10?
Because also just the makeup of the creature,
oh, yeah.
It reminded me of those old scary stories to tell in the dark drawings.
Oh, yeah.
Scare me to this day. Yeah.
Well, they could possibly make multiple movies off this because the dad was still alive.
Yeah, I want to know the story of him.
Yeah. So here's a funny thing. The guy who played the dad, that's Richard Brake, who was also in Rob Zombie's 31. He played the main one at the end. And then was also in 3 from Hell. But he's a good actor. And a lot of people's like, oh, he does nothing but horror. That's true because that's what he does.
That's what he does. Yeah.
And that's like Tom Savini. You say his name, you know you're talking horror.
Yeah.
But yeah, I give Barbarian a 10. It
Yeah.
gets a 10.
Yeah, it gets a 10.
Yeah. And then I don't know. I've seen some other movies. I've seen one called Three Blind Mice, which wow. So I mean, it's not bad, but it's not good. It like just exists.
It looked like one of those movies that like just is kind of a thing that is there.
I mean, being a horror fan, of course, I watch all the horror movies.
Yeah.
There was also one called Mary Had a Little Lamb where it was a grown, like, mutant lamb.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, went around killing people with an axe. I'm like, huh? What? Yeah. But no, there's a lot of different genres out there of horror. I don't know. What would you say would be your least favorite genre in the horror genre?
Least favorite. Anything having to do with churches, just because like demonic possession's okay, but like if like a movie like The Nun just doesn't sit right with me because it just feels like exploitation, I guess. And I'm like, I don't find that scary, and it just feels like you're exploiting the church.
But
that's my own hang up. That's my own thing.
There was a movie way back in the day called The Church. And it's about these people who are fixing up this church, but underneath it is like this altar that is not for the church.
Okay. See, that sounds interesting, though.
Yeah. Of course, I own it, but
Yeah, of course you do. Hear you.
That's true. But no, it's I don't know. I mean, I get what you're saying. Like The Exorcist, good movie.
Yeah.
The Pope's Exorcist, it was good, but it was what it was.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Is there so you would say anything that involves the church?
But like, I mean, when they're ones that are like based on real events or whatever, like that interests me because then I want to do digging and find out like how much of this is true, how much of this is not true, and like what actually happened. It's a point of curiosity.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I would say mine would be pointless ones. Like if you made Critters, why do I need to watch Munchies?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm not going to watch it, but still.
Yeah.
But like when you make a carbon copy of something and then try to pass it off as something else,
mm-hmm.
It's like, a lot of people are like, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, Friday the 13th are all the same movie, just different characters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, Michael Myers only kills people that are in Haddonfield. Jason has proved he can go to space and also Camp Crystal Lake and New York. And Freddy is only in your dreams unless you bring him out of your dreams.
Yeah.
So yeah, all three alike as villains, but nothing alike in stories. So
yeah, they're like as villains. They kill people.
Yeah,
come on.
That's true. But everyone says they're the top three. I think Art the Clown and Pennywise also deserve to be up there.
Yeah.
Even though they only made 2 Terrifier movies, Art the Clown is a straight up psycho.
Yeah, legit. That one scene in Terrifier 2, I still will never watch that movie again.
Well, they're the all right. So the Terrifier movies are the only ones, part 1 and 2, where they can rival a scene in each one. So in part 1, the girl who got sold, and then in part 2, the scene I think you're talking about is the bedroom scene.
We've talked about it, yeah.
Yeah. So like those 2 scenes alone make those movies stand out. And as graphic as they are, at the same time, that gets, in other words, it gets butts in seats. Like everyone's like, oh, I gotta go see Terrifier 2 now that Terrifier 1 was so graphic. I mean, when you can go 2.5 hours of nothing but straight up violence, I'm sold.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Other than that, it's kind of like, I do like methodical horror though, like The Stand. Good movie, good book. And what I mean by methodical with that movie is like, point A leads to point B, which leads, and and that's good.
Those are fun.
Yeah. But every now and then, can't really just pass up a good gore movie.
Yeah, the Christmas Terrifier movie is gonna be something.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I will be one of the first people in the theater to see it the first day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's talk about Strangers.
Okay.
Did you prefer the one that just came out or the original?
I like the OG.
The original, see, here's the thing. The original was creepy as hell. You know, and everyone's like, oh, I like horror movies that could really happen. You can go to a place and people could start stalking you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now the one that just came out was good. I liked a little bit of the deviations that they did, but to me, it still fell into the realm of being a carbon copy of the original.
That was my take too. It's like you're not doing anything new. It's just the same story again.
Yeah, yeah. Now, what I will give credit to though is they actually filmed this new one along with part 2 and 3 back to back.
Okay.
So for the first time, I think in movie history, you're going to have all 3 out within a year.
That's impressive.
Yeah, and
A lot of work.
yes, yeah. But here's something I don't hear a lot of people talking about. Let's talk about the artwork on some of these posters and movies.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, is having too much a good thing or a bad thing? You know, take the Halloween poster. Or actually, here we go. Prime example.
Yeah,
Let me move for a minute.
Yeah.
Let's take the Return of the Living Dead poster.
Mhm.
Prime example, zombies, you know what's going to happen. But on the same hand, is that too much or is that not enough?
Well, it's definitely intriguing with like the punk looking zombie is my thing. I mean, obviously, there's zombies, so you're gonna go feel like zombies, but then it's like that adds the intrigue of, oh well, who's that zombie?
Oh yeah. You know, what's funny though is like a lot of people they say too little is enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like Halloween, yeah, it's just pumpkin, a hand holding a knife. Here's a tidbit that not a lot of people know is the director paid homage to an earlier movie, Black Christmas. Because if you look at the hand, it kind of looks like the face of the when the bag is over the lady's face in Black Christmas.
Okay, yeah.
You know, he did that on purpose. And I'm like, that was genius.
Mm-hmm.
So little, but really good.
Yeah.
You know, but now I will say I love the Lost Boys movie. Poster not so much.
Yeah.
Poster is kind of just like, hey, look, here's a group of people. We don't know what they're gonna do.
You could totally be a band. Just saying. They're about to drop the next mixtape.
Exactly. You know, but I don't know, there's now Nightmare on Elm Street speaks for itself. Lady sleep in her bed sleep.
Yeah.
Killer coming out. I mean, there's a lot to be said for the artwork. You know, I'm always going to be more partial to the artwork on these steelbooks, though. I just got the Gate steelbook.
Oh, let's see it.
And look at that.
Oh, that's pretty rad.
And then on the back, you got the little minions.
Oh, I love it.
See, this artwork, simple, but yet awesome. I'll show you in the back, too. Yeah. Then again, let's go Winnie the Pooh.
Mm-hmm.
So simple. Now, see, these are two classics that I would, well, not classics, but two classic forms of something simple. Now, let's go American Horror Story. You see that? That's just too plain.
Yeah.
Until you do this.
Oh, no.
When you do this.
Okay, that's fun.
You know, so, yeah, it's two different ways. You know, but the thing is like some of this stuff, it's just classic. You know, but I don't know. I'm more of a too simple is not enough, but simple enough is good enough. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, my favorite 2 movies right there. But yeah, I don't know. Anything else you'd like to cover, or
No, pretty much want to talk about how bad Tarot was.
Tarot was bad?
It was bad, and I looked online. Nobody liked it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So all right. We're not going to tell you not to go see it. We're just giving you
You can
our
laugh along
opinion.
with us.
Right. Yeah. What's up, Max? How you doing, brother? That's one of my coworkers.
Oh, sweet. Hey.
What's up, Max? This is Lisa.
Yeah.
Is there how's your day, man? Oh no, it's all right. We were late for our own show. But yeah, no, we're just covering movies, all kinds of stuff. As any certain horror movie you'd like to talk about real quick? He's
Talk to us, Max.
yeah.
Are you here with us, Max? Can you hear me?
Oh, we got two people in here.
Yeah.
Oh snap. Yeah. But no, it's we talk a lot about wrestling and stuff like that at work.
Okay.
But he knows I'm a horror fan too, so it's
I feel like that's probably not a thing you hide well.
no, it's not. I think almost every shirt I own is a horror shirt or a wrestling shirt. But yeah, no, it's I don't know, the artwork on some of the movies is really good though.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I am the person who, if they re-release something and the artwork's cool, I'm like, okay, fine, I'll buy another copy. Whatever.
oh yeah. Yeah, I'm guilty of that too. I think I got like 5 copies of certain movies over there.
I mean,
Yeah. Well, prime example. I have the gate on the Vestron over there. Then I also have the gate right here in Steelbook, and the artwork is just completely different. But yeah. Nah, it's I don't know. Halloween. Let's go back to Halloween for a minute.
Yep.
So with the Halloween series, is Michael Myers? I mean, yeah, he's the killer. He's the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
Any new Funkos? Yes, as a matter of fact, I'll show it to you in 1 second. But Michael Myers is a killer, but is he really like a bad guy?
Is he a bad guy? Yeah.
Or is he just misunderstood? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit of both. He's really a bad guy, but
he's not great.
no. Give me 1 second. Let me show them the little Funkos. That's. Oh yeah, have you seen this one?
No.
Yeah, I got this one.
Oh, sweet. I
can
can see them before anyone.
All right.
Apparently, he's a bad guy.
Oh. Yeah. He's a bad guy. I got that one, Max. I actually got this off of Amazon for like $10.
Nice.
It normally goes for like $20. Yeah. And then I got the Toxic Avenger, and I got a Sam from Trick or Treat. Yeah, but no, it's I don't know. I wouldn't constantly.
Oh, hey, that's a good question.
If you were to make a horror movie, what era would you set it in? Is there the best? That's a good question. There's a lot of good eras.
Yeah.
I don't want to go back too far, because if you go back too far, then you're getting ahead of yourself. I don't want to go like too late neither. I'd say between 85 and 95 would be the perfect era between that 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason being is because you're between 85 and 95, you're like right at the peak of all the good horror. 1800s is good, but what can you? I mean, there's a lot of things you can do in the 1800s, but not a lot's been, like brought to the forefront in the 1800s. So here, I'll say it like this: 1800s. If I'm doing a kind of like a set piece horror, does that make sense?
It'd have to be like the thing would be that it's 1800s.
Yeah. So like you could you can definitely do a good vampire movie in the 1800s. So I would say that. I'm gonna let you tackle zombies. That's your thing. So go
See,
ahead.
because my thing was immediately, I was just like, where could I put zombies? Where would I have fun with zombies? I'm like, okay, so Death Troopers already exist. That's like futuristic zombies. But yeah, like I actually, no one's allowed to take this idea, but I had an idea of like doing like a short story for each decade. Like if there were zombies in the 50s, zombies in the 60s, zombies in the 70s, like what it would be like just culturally, what it was like here in America.
Oh, yeah.
How we'd react to zombies and all of those. Fun.
That would be interesting.
That'd be something, yeah.
There's
Go to Woodstock and like there's a bunch of zombies around.
Oh yeah, 1800s. Could you do a zombie movie in 1800s? I mean, you possibly could.
I mean, you totally could. Yeah, you just have to know about like what the culture was like there, and then like
Not too
maybe
many...
someone drank some bad well water and turned him into a zombie. I don't know.
Yeah, not too many good futuristic horror movies. That's very true. Ghost of Mars was good. You know, that's but that can't be constituted as a horror movie though, because it's more action.
Yeah.
So, that's true. Not too many futuristic. I don't know, Max. What kind of movie would you make? And what era? That's a good question. He asked a really good question. You know, me personally, I would say that. Again, I'd say between 85 and 95, you were at the peak of horror. You had everything from zombies, Freddy Krueger, Jason, Michael Myers.
Yeah, that was a good time.
But I don't know. It's definitely something to. That's also a heavy question too, because I mean, I do. All right, if I was making a horror movie, me personally, I would take some sort of time travel monsters that comes from the future. That's good. You know, shoot. I mean, Predator.
Yeah.
That's not. But is that a futuristic movie? No, because he comes from another planet. So I don't know. That's a good one. All right, era, I would go anywhere in the 1900s. You know, so 1900 all the way to 99. And I would do something along the lines of like waxwork.
Yeah.
You know, where it's not just like you said, not just one story, but you know, different stories altogether. You know, and then I don't know. Damn, Max, why you gotta ask such a hard question? No, I'm just playing. Nah, it's yeah, that's what I would do. I would, 1900s is what I would say. Do you guys like creepypastas?
The internet stories.
Oh, I've heard of them, not really watched them too much. You?
I mean, I follow a bunch of pages, but like on Facebook or whatever, but mostly they just post creepy photos. I mean, I like reading them when they're nice and short.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're fun. They're a good time.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But no, it's I don't know. When it comes to horror, again, it is subjective to a lot of people, you know. And the thing is like some like vampires. Sometimes there's good YouTube stories I like. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna have to check them out now. Dang it.
Like Slender Man and stuff. He's like a creepypasta. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I watch a lot of Slender Man videos and then I can't sleep.
Have you seen the Slender Man movie?
Yeah.
Well, which one? Because they made two of them.
I saw the bad one though.
The one where it was kind of like the group of girls. Yeah, that one was good.
Wasn't great.
Yeah. No,
again, it was like $5 at Walmart, so I was like, you know what? It says Slender Man. I'm gonna buy it.
I think I got my copy from the library for 50 cents.
Should have done that.
Creepy McPasta is a great channel that reads creepypastas, like the horror story about a guy delivering pizza in his favorite.
Okay.
Oh, gonna have to check that out. Shit. See, that's what I like. It's like when people come in, regardless if we know them or not, and giving us ideas of other things to watch and stuff. Yeah. You know, so definitely gonna check it out. Yeah. That was a good one. Yeah, but yeah. All right, Max. Thanks for coming in. We're gonna get ready to go. Got a few things got to take care of, but we'll be back next Sunday or Saturday.
One of the two.
Yeah, we'll be back next weekend. We'll be probably around between 3 and 4.
Between 3 and 4.
Yeah. I listen to them at work sometimes. Trust me, they definitely got you in the horror mood. Get you in the horror mood. All right.
I'm gonna have to look that channel up.
All right, Max. I'll see you Tuesday, brother. I'll hit you up in a little bit. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, horror's our thing. All right, but I want to first thank Static Tape /
Spin City Records.
Spin City. How did I forget that? Brain fart. Sorry.
Blame Tarot.
There we go. I blame Tarot. I'd like to thank Static Tape / Spin City for being our sponsors. I should have did that at the beginning of the show. Once I start talking, never mind.
We were so excited.
But yeah, until next time, stay NC-17. Later.